Good evening, guys. All aboard the Arsenal boat. Let's all jump on board. Let's get on the boat and let's get old Captain Hook possibly off it. There it is. He's guiding us to success, people. We've had trust the process. We've had phases. We've had this. We've had that. It's not all about that at the end of the day. It's about getting over the line and winning now. This is what we want. Trust the process. Here it is. Yeah. Get on the boat, people. Get on the boat. You know, let's all get behind. He's rallying everyone round, isn't he? Everything he says in the press room and all what he comes out with is all the PR and all the this is where we're at. This is where we're at. Let's get on the boat. Come on. Come on. There he is, old Odegaard there. Captain Hook. Been hooked more times than any captain I've ever known in my football Arsenal history. Absolutely incredible. We will see where we are at come what may. Welcome, people. Welcome. Thank you for all joining me earlier on me and Kenny Ken. That was a great show. Always a pleasure to be on with Kenny Ken. And I just thought we'd have a little late night chat. Why not? It's getting to the end of the week. So if you're still up, thank you for joining me. And what lots to talk about. Honestly, this picture, mate, this just cracks me up. Honestly, I just can't. You know, it's just great. Anyway, let's remove all that madness, people. Big up to Lynch, always in. Big up, Lynch. Evening, my friend. Come on, you Gunners. Absolutely. Lux is joining in as well. Kawaja, as usual. Absolute legend, Kawaja. Been got all the legends in tonight as well. Gooner SC, good evening, Papa. Good evening to you, my friend. And Abdurrahman, have I said that right? Look, I528, if you don't mind. If we lose to Chelsea, you can kiss our season goodbye. 100%, my friend. Arteta and the players will be rocked. It will absolutely knock the stuffing out of them. It will absolutely knock the stuffing out of them. We've got some big games coming up. And do you know what, right, Abdul? This leads me nicely on to what I'm saying. How much of this team now is all about mental strength, or whether it is about how we play on the pitch, how we play? Because for me, it's all about the mental strength now, because we haven't really been playing that well, and it's getting to the stage now, even in January, where it's not so much about the performances; it's whether this team can just get 3 points and get over the line. You know, fans are starting to, I don't know, fans are starting to kind of question team selection and who should be playing and what should be playing, and this one should be up front and that one should be in midfield. I'm going to be honest with you, people. It's driving me absolutely nuts. And I'll tell you why it's driving me nuts. Is it just me? Or why don't we know what the best 11 is at this football club? And by questioning it, by saying, oh, this one should play in the 10 and that one should play in the 9 and this one should play in the 8, by questioning all of that tells you one thing, what I've been saying all along. The squad is not that actually good enough, are they, really? It's overhyped, over-exaggerated, whatever you want to call it. If you're questioning who should be playing where and here, there and everywhere, then it ain't much of a squad, is it? Because now we're reverting back to Kai Havertz. Everyone's jumping on the bandwagon. Kai Havertz. Oh, it was great to see him back. Magician. I can't wait for Kai Havertz to come back. 3-4 months ago on streams, they were saying, I don't ever want to see Havertz in the team. All I want to see around the Emirates are people doing this. That's all I want to see. I don't want to see Kai Havertz back in the team. Didn't want him in the first place. I can't get my head around that this team has spent £1 billion and we're umming and ahhing who should play where. You didn't have that problem years ago. Bergkamp played in the 10, Henry, Pires, Lundberg. You didn't have, oh, Lundberg should be dropped and this one should be this one and that one should be here. No. If your team is good enough and your players are good enough, it picks itself. I went on, I was just browsing through channels tonight. And before I get to your comments, people, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very, very much for subscribing me. We're nearly two and a half subs now, people, which is brilliant. So thank you very much indeed. I was just going through the YouTube tonight. First time I've done it in ages, and I came across Lee Judge's show, and I put a comment on there, and I said, like, we must be the only club. Is it me, or I can't remember what I actually said, but I said something on the lines of, oh, that's it. Most managers would find it a pleasure to have the players to choose from. Arsenal find it a headache. That tells you everything you need to know, doesn't it? How are we stressing over who plays where when we've got all this squad depth and all these players and this one and that one? And yet we're still now debating whether Gyökeres should start, whether Eze should start, whether Odegaard should start. I always say that if a squad is good enough and the players are good enough, it picks itself. It picks itself. And I'll say it again, and I'll keep saying it. Yeah, we've got a big squad, but is it top quality? Is it that top quality? Evening, Darren. Thanks for the stream, mate. Having a shit week with legal, but oh man, listen. As I say to all people in the chat, if I can help you through your day, if I can help you through your evening, bruv, then tune in. Tune in, people. Tune in. If this is therapy for everyone, if people get therapy out of what we do on streams, then big up to you, my friend. Big up. Don't let the bastards grind you down, Darren. Yeah, just hang on in there, brother. Yeah, life is it's not worth worrying about. It'll all be there by the come what may. Big up DJ Prone. Big up, my friend. Get the likes up, guys. Yeah, always get the likes up. There's 32 in. I don't expect loads in tonight because it's a late night chat. And Odegaard is so back. It's great to see Havertz in midfield, someone with some physicality. Listen, if Havertz is going to come back and do the business, then what other option do we have? This is what I've been saying. I'm forced to want Havertz back in the team. I feel as if I'm having my arms put behind my back. And I'm sort of leaning on the fence of like, well, I'm glad he's back in the team. I'd never thought I'd say that. But what other option have I got? Here I am, watching my club go out and buy Gyökeres, watching my club go out and buy Eze, the most exciting attacking midfield in the Premiership for the last 3 years. I'm watching Gyökeres smash all sorts of goals in Portugal. And here's me thinking, I want Havertz back in the team. I mean, it's just absolutely bat crazy, isn't it? I mean, what is going on? How are we wanting players that have failed to get us over the line back in the squad? Shall I tell you why? Because it's bang average. Havertz shouldn't be anywhere near this team if Gyökeres was that good. Wouldn't even be a debate. Would not even be a debate. Wouldn't be a debate. So it's not rocket science, is it? The facts that we're trying to get him back in the team, because he wouldn't go walk into any other team. Ask yourself this: would he get into a Manchester City team? Kai Havertz? No. Otherwise, they'd have bought him. Would he get into a Chelsea team right now? The form they're on? No. Would he get into a Liverpool team? No. Would he get in? I'll tell you what, here's one for you. Would he get into an Aston Villa team right now? Kai Havertz is not getting into an Aston Villa team. So why are we waxing lyricals, wanting him back in our team? It just don't make sense. I'm not concerned about the opposition. It's about what the manager does tactically. 6 years on, Arteta should know the best 11. He doesn't. He doesn't, because the fact of the matter is they're all bang average, my friend. Ezra ain't doing nothing. Gorkarez ain't doing nothing. Madueke is absolutely terrible. I've seen ballers at this football club, and most of you have. Are you telling me Madueke is an Arsenal player? Madueke. It's like a kid chasing a beach ball down the beach. I've said this before. It's like running after a beach ball down the beach in the wind, trying to get it back for the little kid before it goes in the sea. No end product, nothing. Martinelli, not good enough. Sell him. But we keep going on about it. Lynch, I know it's got to be said, brother. It's got to be said. I don't care if no one else is saying it. I'm saying it. I've said it from day one. Like I said, Ethan Wanyeri, Ethan Smith Rowe, I called it. Gorkarez, I called it. He'd look bang average. I'm not blowing my own trumpet. I'm not on no ego trip. I just say what I see. And I said that Gorkarez would look bang average when he comes to Arsenal. Oh, what, you don't want to sign him then? No, I never said I didn't want to sign him. I said he'd look bang average under this football manager. And he does. Martinelli's fallen off of a cliff. He has done. Yeah. Big up, Jam Boy. Big up, Jam Boy. I don't know. I'll add this to the stage for you, Jam Boy. You on the boat? You on the boat with Captain Hook? Come on, man. Let's get on the boat. Come on. We've all got to get on the boat. So we've been trusting the process for 6 years. Now we've got to jump on the boat and sail around the world. We're on a boat trip now. How many trips with this manager do you want to go on? How many trips with this manager do you want to go on? Look at this, look. Yeah? All aboard. I said to Shane the other day, I can't watch his post-match reactions. I can't look at him talk. I can't look at his face. I honestly. And what I've been listening to, fans, masterclass, what he said. Listen, of course he is going to turn around and say, Vamos, come on, let's get all of on the boat. Let's attack. You're playing Kairat. Let's see how you do against Leeds. Let's see if you go all out attack against Leeds United on Saturday. You watch. First 10 minutes, you'll see exactly the same. Sideways passing. Soon as Havertz comes back, look how quick top mutants be ready to throw. Yeah, it's happening, my friend. It's happening already. It's happening already. If Havertz was that good, right? If Havertz was that good, why did we fail last year and the year before? I just honestly, we as Arsenal fans, what they don't realise is what you've got to realise, right? You are being sucked right in with all this crap that comes out of this football club. The fact that we are debating who plays where when there's been £1 billion spent, we don't even know who's playing left back. Now people are saying, oh, Skelly should play left back. Did you see how he played the other night? I wouldn't play Calafiori. No, I'd put Skelly at left back. Why? Why? They don't know. We haven't got a captain. They don't know who's captain. Oh, I think Rice should be captain. No, I think Gabriel should be captain. How about any one captain apart from Odegaard? How about that? Toss a coin. Heads or tails. I just can't get my head around it. Big up Lawrence, man. DJ, I'd rather be on the Titanic than Arteta's fun boat. I'm telling you. Oh, brother. Oh, I just can't. Honestly, I can't cope with it anymore. It's not that. It's it's everything that goes after it. You know, respect your manager. Look what he's saying. He realizes there's a problem. He's going to change it. Why are you changing it in January? You've had 6 years to change it. Why change it now? You got to change it, otherwise we ain't going nowhere. But why has the penny dropped now? You've been 7 years nearly in a job. Do you know what I mean? It's like being a heart surgeon, and after 5 years, you realise you've been operating on brains. Oh, I better change it. I just make it. I can't make it make sense, and everyone jumps on it. Havertz and Marino are not good enough. They've never been good enough. When are people going to realise? And I keep saying, we may win silverware this year. I'm not 100% convinced. There are some that are totally convinced we're going to win nothing. And that's up to them. Shane and everyone else, that's up to them. Big up to them. And I respect that. And I totally get where they're coming from. I still think that we might win something. And that's not because of the manager. It's because the other clubs are not really firing on all cylinders. And we've been very, very lucky with own goals and set pieces, and we've just got lady luck on our side at the moment. We're not blowing teams away. So I think we'll win something because of the position we're in now. I haven't said the Premiership. I just think we'll win something. I don't know. I might be wrong. I probably am. Right? But looking ahead, with the squad we've got and the manager we've got, is it good enough? I think we need a real good clear out at the end of the season. I really do. I can't see this team taking us to the promised land next year and the year after. No matter who's in charge. I just can't see it. Martinelli at the club for another 2 years. Trossard, Odegaard, Jesus, Havertz, Ben White. No disrespects to them, but, you know, it's time. It's time to freshen up. It's going to be time to freshen up, whether you like it or not. Otherwise, we're just going to find ourselves mid-table and then rebuilding all over again. And the difference is we're not going to have the money. We're not going to have the £1 billion and the millions of pounds to do it. So we do have to think about where we're going to be as a football club come next year. And this is where Berta comes in for me. It's all right, Berta, getting contracts on the table and signing players. But what players can you move from the football club? What players can you remove from this football club? Who are you getting out? Here's another question, right? Calafiori, is it another Tomiyasu? Is Calafiori another Tomiyasu? Yeah? I mean, look at the players we're going to have to let go on a free. On a free. Based on our team on paper, we may. Yeah. On paper, yeah. Wonder what these top gooners will be saying when we slip up Saturday and both City and... We'll have to wait and see, Lawrence. We'll have to wait and see. I've said this is the banana skin Leeds. I'm not as confident as everyone's been saying. No one's predicted a loss yet. I'm the only one that's predicted a loss. Everyone said 1-1, 1-0. And they're being cagey about it. Oh, 1-0, 1-1. They're not confident, are they? If the squad is that good and the manager is that good and the players we have are that world class, we should be with confidence going 3 or 4-0 leads. Back in the day, Henry and all them men, you play Leeds United at home. You play Leeds United 3-0, 3-0, 3-1, 4-0, 4-1. No problem at all. Think of all the great Arsenal teams and you predicting scores compared to this one. You can't really predict anything, can you, with your hand on your heart? You can't really be honest with yourself and go 3-0, 4-0. You You just can't do it. I don't care who you are. You can't do it, people. Binks, I'll drop Zubimendi and Odegaard. Zubimendi, for me, can be dropped. He won't drop him. Do you know what, right? I'd like to see Norgard in the 6. I'd like to see Norgard. And he ain't good enough, but Zubimendi defensively worries me. And that's another thing I've said. He's the weak link. He's one of the weak links. When the pressure is on in big games, knockout competitions, semi-finals, having to get 3 points to get across the line, when the pressure is on, Zubimendi defensively is a weakness. I've said it. Yeah. I don't think Arteta is sacked even if we win nothing. Do you know, I wouldn't be surprised if he's not. I'll be shocked if he's still here at this football club if we win nothing. I'll be absolutely shocked. And I think most of the fan base would be shocked as well, if I'm going to be honest with you. Whether you're Arteta in or Arteta out, I honestly believe that if he's still at this football club, next season, if we win nothing, I will be absolutely shocked to pieces. That will tell me everything I need to know about my football club if he's still here, if we win nothing. It really will. It really will. Big up, my friend. Welcome to the community. It starts and ends with a manager. Been saying it all along, brother. Been saying it all along. The buck stops at the manager. He does the training. He tells the coaches what he wants in training. He sets the tactics. He sets the in-game tactics. He does the team talk at half time. Everything. The buck stops at the manager. People are moaning about Odegaard, and I keep saying it. You can moan all you like about Odegaard. It ain't Odegaard's fault that he's playing. He's doing his job. He's doing his job. It's like if you're a soldier. It's like when you're in the army and you sign up and you go to war. It ain't your fault the war's on. You just got to go there and do your job. What the politicians get up to, that's not your fault. It's Odegaard, you know what I mean? It's the person that picks him. Carl Walsh, big up, my friend, all the time. DJB, one of those that think we will win nothing this season. I totally agree. We need a clean out. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Kyle, listen, man. I'm not saying we're going to win something. I'm just got it in my head we'll win something. Perhaps I'll fall harder come the end of the season when we don't win anything. I don't know. But Carl, one thing me and you have got in common, big time, is that we have been saying for ages, these players are not good enough. They're not good enough, and we need a clear out. And that's one thing that we're united on, my friend. I've counted 6-7 players off the top of my head that I would clear out at the end of the season, whether we win anything or not. 100%. One would wonder what the owner's thought process were behind the idea of choosing an unqualified, inexperienced manager over potential suitors while firing a man who had a better track record. Because he took the talk, walked the walk, and he looked the part, and that was it. That was it. And the fan base has been sucked in from day one with this guy. From day one. Honestly, some of the stuff I read about this manager, it's cringing. They say better things about this manager than they do their own mum. Do you know what I mean? Their own mum don't even get as much love as this manager. It's mental. It's absolutely crazy. Tommy Fiore. I'm saying lost. Binks, I'm with you. I said 2-1 Leeds. I went on the Leeds website tonight and had a look at it. They're right up for it. Daniel Farquhar, they're right behind him. He's talked what he's given the Leeds on the website. He said they've got to be competitive. They're going to be hard. They're going to be physical. They know exactly what they've got to do. They're going to be physical. They're not going to give us time on the ball. They're going to be at us. They're going to be playing at 100 mile an hour. They're going to get it into Calvert-Lewin. I'm telling you, we choked at Sunderland. We nearly slipped up at Sunderland. Let's be honest, we was out-bullied at Sunderland. We weren't in it at Sunderland. We weren't really in it against 10-man Chelsea. You have Caicedo's play. That's a different game. I'm selling free like button, people. Hit the likes. Come on, people. Hit them likes. Big up to you, my friend. Welcome to the community, brother. Billion spent 6 years on a team that hasn't looked good and settled since 2023. Been saying it all along. Midfield especially. Amazing how fans don't see the team as too many defences in the team. Listen, when you've spent the money that Arsenal have spent, I expect at least 2 proper world-class players in key positions. And I mean proper players. I expected an Harry Kane to be at Arsenal, something like that, in that ilk. I weren't expecting hopefuls to be at this football club. Has-beens, maybes, could they, will they? I expected the finished article. I wanted someone like Harry Kane or something like that walking through the door. Real proper players. Instead of that, we are umming and ahhing. We're umming and ahhing and praying Kai Havertz starts. That's the position we're in as an Arsenal fan. That's the position we are in as an Arsenal fan. Kai Havertz. Who do you want to start? I want to see Kai Havertz. I want to see Jesus start. Jesus and Kai Havertz. Come on. We're better than that as a football club, aren't we? Aren't we? I don't know. Tell me. Perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps I'm wrong. I don't know. Perhaps my expectations are too high. I don't know. I think it's 1-1, but basically a loss anyway. Yeah. Redemption. Give you that, my friend. 1-1 would be a loss. We haven't won in 3 games. We haven't won in 3 Premier League games. Yet everyone's jumping on the bandwagon because we beat Kairat. And we had an impressive first half. Play like we did second half against Kairat, then Leeds will pick us apart. Play like we did in the first half against Aston Villa. Play like we did against Liverpool. Play like we did against Man United. Play like we did against Sunderland. The list goes on. The list goes on and on. I don't read every news on the club looking for Arteta in 15 minutes. I wonder why. I can't watch him, man. I can't watch him. If we don't beat Leeds, say goodbye at the league title. Jam boy, it'll be tough. It's going to be a bumpy road. I'm telling you, it's going to be a bumpy road. You know, I'm talking speed humps all the way around the motorway. Yeah, nightmare. 3 players brought in to operate the striker position and still on. Exactly. Make it make sense. 70 million on what? Gorkarez, millions and millions of pounds spent, and we're still umming and ahhing who plays up front. From what I've seen of Gorkarez, he ain't good enough. Is he a bad player? No. Would he score goals under any other manager? Yeah. Why can't he score goals at Arsenal? Because it's the system and it's a manager set in his ways that refuses to change. Yeah, but he's going to change now. Didn't you read what he said? No, that's to get him out the crap. That's to get everyone on board. Can't you see what he's doing? He knows there's rumbles. This is a manager that's picked up 2 points in not out of 9. We drew at home against Liverpool. We drew away against Nottingham Forest. Didn't score in them 2 games. And then we got beat at home by our biggest rivals. The guy's a politician. He then comes out with all of that media crap. Vamos, get on board the boat. Everyone jump on the boat. We're going to play this. We're going to have the next 3-6 months is going to be a joyous occasion. Of course, he's going to say all this. It's to deflect away from the real problem. How many people did you know say to him, "So, Mikel, why did we get beat by Man United? Why have we only scored 2 goals in the last 3 league games? Why was our performance against Liverpool absolutely awful? Why are you still playing defensive when we need 3 points at home?" He don't get asked any challenging questions. He just reels off all of the good feel factor. Jump on board, and he uses all these buzzwords just to get you on board, just to calm down the situation, to deflect what's really going on. Very, very clever. Very, very clever. I said to Shane, if ever he gave up football management, I think I'd vote for him as a politician. If ever he was an MP round here, I'd vote for him. He'd be brilliant. He'd be brilliant in politics. Absolutely brilliant. Spinning the narrative, deflecting from the real problem. He'd be brilliant. Absolutely brilliant at it. I've said from the start, Norgard would be better than Odegaard. And yeah, you did, Joe. Big up to you, my friend. We don't have to play players other than Rice who are passionate. The squad is too passive. It's been passive for a long, long time. Long time. If Arteta wins nothing, he's gone. He should be gone, Darren. He should be gone. You know he should be gone. I know he should be gone. He's lucky to be here this season. Let's be real. Let's be real. He's lucky to be here this season. How many big clubs do you know that have spent all this money that have won nothing? Where you would have a manager still here? I'm telling you now, and I still say it, that Real Madrid game saved his job. Them 2 bangers from Declan Rice getting us to the semi-final of the Champions League saved his job. If we'd have crashed out the last 16 and finished runners-up, it would have been a different story. Completely different story. In our recent matches, we play on half a match. If we learned to play for 90 minutes, we would be half decent. Trouble is, they can't play for 90 minutes because they've had too many injuries. They're running on empty. They're running on empty, people. Running on empty. Declan Rice is having to cover the whole midfield. He's having to cover Zubamendi's backside when we're defending. He's having to cover Odegaard. So he's blowing out of his backside. Timber's carrying an injury. Saliba's carrying an injury. You know, this is what it is. Binks, Jam Boys, Leeds plays back 5 and 3 in midfield. Won't be easy to break them down. Trouble is, they play 5 in midfield, but they don't play defensively. That's the thing. They play free flowing and attacking. They don't play defensively. It's really clever because most teams that set up 5 in midfield make it hard to beat. But what they do is they play 5 in midfield, and then if 2 wide men, they bomb on, and then they leave 2 sitting. They leave 2 just sitting. And honestly, it's quite clever. The only thing is they play with so much energy in the first half against Everton. They were knackered in the second half. Perhaps they'll pace themselves. Unconceivable the PR and the defence the manager gets for mediocrity just because of where you were when he came in. Stops becoming about what you've done, and it should be what you're going to do now. 100%. Brother, you're on the ball. You're on the same page as me. I always say it's about the future. It's about what you're doing now and in the future. What is this club going to look like next year and the year after? We've got players with injury. We've got players on huge wages. We've got players that are carrying injury. The next manager coming in is going to have a real hard time because Arteta's just going to walk away. He'll just walk away and leave it all. Then you'll have Havertz, you won't be able to shift. Jesus, you won't be able to get out the door. Martinelli, no one will want to buy him. You'll have Saka. Saka, club will be asking for 100 million and he's only worth about 50. Can't get rid of him. Honestly, Gabriel's no spring chicken. What's he, 28, 29 next season? All right, we've got Mosquera coming through, who I like, to be honest with you. I quite like Mosquera. I think he's got a good future. I think he's got a brilliant future at the club. I quite like Hincapié. He's a bit raw. He does what he says on the tin, but, you know, he's all right defender. He's a bit of a Kolasinac for me. He's got no skill, got no technical ability, but he's a clumper, and he's sort of old school defender. But again, are these players going to take us to the promised land? Not really. Not really. We're too reliant on pens and corners. Yep, we actually play for corners. That was evident in the Man United game. Look at Saka when he's getting the ball. He used to go and beat his man, cut inside. Now he knocks it off the defender and it goes out for a corner. The owners love him. He will still be manager. Yeah, a lot of fans love him, and it is love as well. It's not like, honestly, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. Big up, Icy Spicy. How you doing? Hope everyone's well. Got you back as a mod, my friend. Don't know what happened there. I wouldn't be surprised if he isn't sacked if we win nothing. Do you know what, Jam Boy? I've thought about this a lot, and honestly, I don't know what I will do if we don't win anything. Kenny made a big point today on my show earlier on, and he said was, if we don't win the Premier League, the effect that will have on the club will be astronomical. Worse than last season and the season before and the season before. Because the expectations this season has been immense. Immense. And if he doesn't win the Premier League this season, I don't think there's any way back. Any way back. Not for the players, not for the manager. Other than show them the door. Show them the door and then ship about 7 players out. Get them gone. Because I'm not being funny. The players have got to take some responsibility as well. The whole team. If we don't win the Premier League this season, the whole football club needs to be shaken up. Literally shaken up. Like a snow globe. You. Transfer out. You're gone. Manager, gone. Coaching, gone. Completely overhaul. Complete overhaul. Get the best in class as your manager. Get the proper coaches in place. And about 6 or 7 players. That's how brutal it's got to be if we don't win the Premiership. If we win the Premiership, as much as I don't want it, I can understand him getting contracts. I can understand the manager still being here. I get it. I'll accept it. Get on with it. But we've still got to we've still got to freshen up the squad. Still got to freshen up the squad. If you want to go again next season and win the big one, the Champions League, and you want to retain the Premiership, you got to freshen up that squad. And the players I'd get rid of: Jesus, Havertz, Martinelli, Trossard. And I hate to say Trossard. I'm sitting on the fence with Trossard. Yeah, but Trossard would be one. Ben White would be another one. All got to go. There's 5 I've reeled off straight away. You know? It's brutal, but what do you do? What do you do? Arteta doesn't do training right. He's too intense. He was bullying from the touchline, waving his arms about. Honestly, it's madman sometimes. Absolutely. I'm all for managers having passion, right? I don't mind that. I don't mind managers being passionate on the sideline, but there's a line. There is a level. There is a level you go to. You know what I mean? Wasn't they already having talks over a new contract for Arteta? Redemption, they were. It's in the pipeline. I think they're just hanging on for it, you know. I think it's all there waiting to be signed, but I think they're just going, hang on a minute, let's just wait let's just wait a minute. Because I'm telling you now, right, if he's still at this football club and we win nothing, my streams are going to be about the owners. I'm coming right down on the owners next season. Because again, can you blame Arteta? Can you blame him? It's not Arteta's fault he's still at the football club. He's just doing the job. Badly, but he's doing it. Whatever you think of him, there comes a point where you've got to blame the people who are above him. If they say to him, here's another 3 years and £20 million a year, and all he's done is won the Carabao Cup and FA Cup, for me, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. As much as I'd be over the moon that we won the FA Cup and Carabao Cup and trips to Wembley and all of that, brilliant, I'd be over the moon. That is not good enough for Arsenal Football Club. Sorry, it's just not. Rangers might have to look at Arteta. He'd probably go back to Spain, I reckon. He'd probably go back to Spain. Do you know what, right? Someone said to me the other day that if the Spanish national job after the World Cup was free and Spain came knocking at Arsenal's door for Arteta, I said the manager would go. As much as all your poster boys that have got him hanging up in your bedrooms and all of that on your ceilings and making little videos about wanting his babies and all of that, right? I reckon if Spain came knocking and said, we want you to be our national coach, he'll go. 100%. I'm convinced. I am convinced. Because there's no loyalty in football. People don't understand this. Like when they say, oh, Saliba signed another 5-year deal. It don't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. You don't win trophies. Saliba's knocking on the door. Excuse me, I was promised this, and this. And I've got this, and this. I want to leave. Well, we don't want to sell you. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not playing. Oh, we'll put you in the reserves then. Do what you like. I'm not playing. Don't mean anything. Me personally, right? I don't think a Carabao Cup and FA Cup is going to be good enough to keep our top players at this football club. It might soften the blow a little bit and it might ease the pain from previous years. But I think Saliba and the likes of that, if we don't win the Premiership or the Champions League, I don't think they'll see their contract out. Definitely not. If there is next season, if he's here next season, players will eventually leave. Here you go, and we'll be in the mud, in the need of a major rebuild. We'll take another 10 years minimum. Yeah, 100%. Been saying it all along. If we don't win anything and this manager is still here, the long-term damage is going to be immense, absolutely immense. Kylo, big up. Just caught a bit of deja vu. Big up, my friend. I predicted start of the season City will win the League Cup and the league, albeit it would take them a while to get going. Haaland got his goal in the Champions League. No one's mentioned that. He's been on a goal drought, got his goal, didn't he? Big up, David C. Big up, legend, my friend. Hope you well, brother. Hope you well. I'm off to bed. Jam boy, sweet dreams, my friend. I'm off to bed, tired. Have a great stream, people. Smash the likes. Jam boy, you're an absolute legend. You go and tuck up, mate. Have a nice sleep. Everyone say goodnight, Jam boy. Night, Jam boy. Big up, bro. Have a good weekend. Come on, you Gunners. See you later, Jam man. Arteta will not work anymore after Arsenal. He probably would be a pundit on Sky. No, I think someone will have him. I think someone will have him. Yeah, there's too many clubs out there that are needing a manager. I think he would walk into a job. Seriously, I do. I don't know whether it'd be in the Premiership, but I do think someone will definitely have him. But he'd make a brilliant politician. He really would. Come Saturday, Barker v Fraud, FF. Yeah, absolutely. We did slip up against Sunderland because we didn't win it. Exactly. Didn't win it at all. Tricky place to go. We will nick a win on Saturday, then Chelsea beat us in the League Cup. Let's get on to it. Let's get on to it, people. The Carabao Cup semi-final. Chelsea. Caicedo's back. James is back. Cole Palmer's back, apparently. That Chelsea team are on a wave. I don't know what that manager's done. I haven't got a clue what, and he's a bit like Arteta. I can't watch him. I can't watch him. I can listen to him. I can't watch him. Yeah. But whatever he's done, he's turned that Chelsea team around. And if we think for 1 minute it's going to be a ride in the park, think again. That Chelsea team know that they're capable of coming to the Emirates and winning. And they've got individual players that can do that. And they've got nothing to lose, really. They're 3-2 down. We're favourites. They're coming to the Emirates. They're 3-2 down. They're going to get fourth probably in the Premiership. They're still in the Champions League. They're still in the FA Cup. This is a free hit for them. A completely free hit for them. They can come there, play their football, enjoy it, attack, get us on the back foot, just like Man United done. And I said that. The most dangerous teams you want at your football club to play against are teams that have got nothing to lose and got no fear. And the worst teams to play when they've got nothing to lose and got no fear are the big clubs, like your Man Uniteds and your Chelseas. They're the worst team to play because they're playing with freedom, with quality players. That's a whole different dynamic than playing someone like Brighton, no disrespect, or Crystal Palace, no disrespect to them with nothing to play for. You know, completely different dynamic. The game is more season defined. Yeah, 100%. That game there is important. This Carabao Cup is important for morale for the fans, psychologically for the players. This Carabao Cup is everything. Massive. It's massive. Big up the Binks. Big up the Binks. Can't wait to see you at the game against Chelsea. Make sure that you we meet up. Leeds at home form is amazing. It is amazing. Big up to Leeds. He's turned them round. Big up to Leeds. It's a tough place to go anyway. Always has been. I've been to Elland Road, about 4 times I've been to Elland Road. It's intimidating for the fans, let alone the players. Nasty place to go. Really is. Havertz, the Chelsea reject, is going to win us the league. We'll see. We'll see. And on your art, though, seriously, when was the last player we signed where you actually lost sleep over it, where you were so excited? The last player we signed where I was absolutely buzzing and couldn't wait to go and see him or watch him play was Alexis Sanchez. When we signed Alexis, I was like, honestly, it was like Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, Easter Sunday. Yeah. My first child being born. Honestly, it was amazing. I've not really got Declan Rice. I was excited because we nicked him from West Ham and it really gave him the ump. And I wanted Declan Rice because he was the best in class at the time. Gorkarez, I was all right about it. Weren't really jumping through hoops. Zubimendi, no. Weren't really excited. Like for me. Didn't really kind of get me excited. Eze got me a little bit more excited. I was glad we got him, but it weren't the Eze of 2 years ago. If we'd have signed him 2 years ago, I'd have been buzzing. And if we'd have got Eze and Elise at the same time, which I wanted, I'd have been absolutely thrilled to bits. But I haven't really got excited of a signing of Arsenal since Alexis Sanchez. And possibly Ozil. Because let's be honest, I know Ozil didn't really I know Ozil didn't turn out to be a bit of a bad apple, if you like. But let's be honest. When we signed Ozil, that was an exciting signing. He was a quality player. When Ozil played. Unfortunately, we didn't get the best out of Ozil, and Ozil was Ozil, and he done all sorts of madness, didn't he? But actual signing, when we signed him, everyone was over the moon. I'm expecting we are second by next month, and I'm sure people will still act as if we can catch City. I'm telling you now, this is a dangerous, dangerous time of year to be knocked off the top. If you're knocked off the top sort of October time, November time, it kind of don't hurt that much. Yeah, you want to be top at Christmas, but if you're not, it's not the end of the world. But if you're 6 points clear and suddenly you're knocked off the top come March, that's not a pretty sight. I don't care what team you are. You should not be losing the league when you have been 6 points clear, and when you've had the chance to go 8 points clear, and when you've had the chance to go 9 points clear, and you've lost the league. That is catastrophic. And I don't care whether you're the biggest Arteta fan. If you know anything about football, take Arteta out the equation, no team should be losing the league from there on in. No one. Whether you're City, Liverpool, Leicester, Villa, Chelsea, no matter who you are. You don't lose the league when you could have been 9 points clear, 8 points clear, 6 points clear. You just don't do it. Just don't do it. Arteta is all his words, but no action. It's Keir Starmer of football, 100%. We're on the boat, all right. Let's get the boat up, people. All aboard. Come on. All aboard. Come on, people. Let's go. Let's go. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Are we all aboard? Come on. Michael Thomas, get on the board. Get on the boat. Come on, we're all aboard. Trust the process now. We've got to trust the process again. We've all got to trust the process. Believe. Phases. Process. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We don't even know who to pick. We're umming and ahhing, people. Who plays where? I want to see Havertz. I want to see Eze. I want to see Madueke. I want to see this one. I want to see that one. Yay. The fact that we've spent £1 billion and we still don't know our starting 11. It's ridiculous. Michael Thomas. Best name on the internet. Arteta postman Pat is in blue. Peter manager. Oh, this must be a negative Arsenal channel. I'll leave you depressing sadness to it then. Ross, you haven't got to leave, brother. You can go wherever you like, my friend. You haven't got to leave. It's not a negative channel. It's just calling out stuff. Yeah? But you've got to agree. You have to agree that if this manager doesn't win the Premier League, he's got to be shown the door. How can he not? How can he not? Whether you're Arteta in, whether you're Arteta out, whether you've enjoyed the ride over the last 6 years, this is it. This is do or die season. This is the season. This is it. We have to win the league. No two questions about it. No other cup will do, I'm afraid. No other cup is good enough. It's brilliant. We'll all enjoy it. It's not enough. Not enough. Not enough. Arteta saying the right things means nothing. All the talk. This is what we're saying. See, The problem is, right, we've now set records in the Champions League. Right? Now, that's fine setting records. But where does it get you if you don't win nothing? What does records mean? 7 straight wins. Yeah. Have you won the Champions League, though? No. So what then? What does it mean? Doesn't mean anything, does it? Do you know what I mean? Just doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? You got to go and win it. You got to go and win it. Get moved to on the road. What do you mean, Ross? Get moved to on the road? Explain, brother. You want to come on the channel and explain? You explain. Okay? Explain. What we talking about, Ross? Yeah? What is it you want to actually say? That we're all fake fans. Okay, we're all fake fans, right? So if Arsenal don't win the league and Arteta leaves, or Arteta goes on to better things, gets a job, manages the national team, and we get a new manager in, and you don't like the way that manager is doing things, you don't like the way he's playing, you don't like his tactics, you don't quite trust him, you don't quite trust that he gets us over the line, but we finish second, and then we finish runners-up again, and then we finish runners-up again, and then we go out the FA Cup, then we lose the semi-final of the Champions League, then we lose the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, and it's not Arteta, and you give your opinion, and you give your point across, and you bring up facts as of to reasons why you think we didn't get over the line, then we're allowed to call you negative, are we? And we're allowed to say things, we're allowed to say bad things about you, yeah? Yeah? We can get personal just because you don't agree with a football manager. So I'll swing it the other way. You've worshipped the ground that Arteta walks on, and I don't. Am I getting personal with you? No. So just be adult about it. If you're going to be adult and put good comments and put the reasons why in a respectable way, we'll listen to you. If you're going to get personal, we won't listen to you. It's as simple as that. Put a comment in why you think Arteta is the right man for the next 3 or 5 years at this football club. If not, then, you know, if you've got nothing to say it. I've said in the past, I agree with a lot of what Arteta's done. I think when he came in the club, I gave him a chance. He's done some good things. I've always said that. Chat, you'll have to back me up. I've always said that he's done some good things. I like some of the things he's done. There has been some good things he's done. But me personally, I think 7 years in any football club is enough time. I don't like the style of football he plays. I think it's boring. He doesn't entertain me. I think it's boring. I think players don't improve under him. I think they go backwards. And there you go. That's why I'm saying if he doesn't get over the line, then he's got to go. Simple as that. I haven't flip-flopped about. Big up, my friend. Don't know if you noticed this, but my opinion, Rice, Subamendi don't work together in the same midfield. What is your thoughts? Do you know what? I've said this a few times, you know. I think there's games that you can play it and there's games you can't. I think Champions League, when you've got to retain the ball and keep possession, especially in the first leg, in the knockout stages, I think you need that. My question marks with Subamendi defensively is questionable. I don't think Zubamendi's a 6. I've been saying it for ages. I think Zubamendi is more better suited in an attacking role like an 8 or a 10. I don't know. I don't know. Perhaps Ross can tell us why. Because why Arteta don't try Zubimendi in an 8 or a 10. Yeah? But there are games you don't need both of them. So if we're playing like certain games at home where we should be beating teams, we can play more attacking. We don't need to have 2 defensive midfield players at the Emirates. But yeah, that's my opinion. Jason, if Odegaard starts, we lose. Binks, he just slows the game down for me. He just slows the game completely down. You know what I mean? Odegaard 3 seasons ago, when we had that season where he was banging in goals, he looked fresh. He looked a good player. I liked him. But he's just gone backwards. And these are the questions you have to ask yourself. How are players going backwards? How? Why are they going backwards? Is it the manager? Is it the coaching? Is it the tactics? I mean, Saka, has he gone up that amount of levels? Has he gone up to levels where you go, wow? You know, you've seen all like the Alexis Sanchez's, the Bergkamps, the Henrys, Mersons, Rocastles, all of these men, Lundbergs, Pires. They were just reaching levels every other game. They was like doing some madness. They were like, wow, you just couldn't, you know? Whereas Saka, you just don't see it, and you should be seeing it. You should be seeing him going right, you know, way above everyone. Would you really take Arteta with the with that offence? He will have your man at the right back. I don't know. It's up to Spain, man. I'm not bothered what Spain do. T. Dot, big up, my friend. He looked super stressed in the United game. He looked really stressed in the United game, my friend. Absolutely, he did. Yeah, absolutely. He's under pressure. Look. He's not stupid. As much as what people think about Arteta, he's not stupid. He knows he's got to deliver this season, and he knows he's got to deliver a big trophy this season. He knows the Carabao Cup is only going to paper over the cracks. He knows that. He knows that. That's not me being negative or having a go at the manager. Personally, he knows it. Yeah, I agree. Players like Saliba aren't going to stick around. They won't stick around if we don't win big cups. I feel sick watching our captain. They can go DJB. Not good enough anyway, bro. Look. At the end of the day, right, it's what you want as a fan for your football club. Do you sit in the slow lane and occasionally go out to the middle lane? Or do you sit in the middle lane and go into the fast lane? What do you want as a club? Do you want to plod along? Or do you want to move on? I don't want to plod along. I've been plodding along now for 6 years. Yes, he's got us competitive. Yes, he's got us competing. Yes, we've done, you know, we're back on the map. Yes, we're in the Champions League. Yes, we're competing in the Champions League and we look an half decent side in Europe. I get that. But if you don't win the Premiership, all of that is wasted. This is the season now. Bert has come in. £1 billion been spent. We're at the end of the process. We're at the end of phases. There ain't no more phases. There's no more processes. This is it. This is it now. This is it. Whether you like it or not, if the league is not won this season, you cannot defend this manager still being at the football club. You can't. Because if you're a proper Arsenal fan, it's just not going to be sustainable. It's not going to be sustainable. I feel sick watching their cat. Yeah, I do, man. But yeah, we've got to do the Chelsea first. Chelsea's going to be a tough game. I'm hoping that 3-2 is good enough, and we should beat them. And I'm and I am confident we can beat Chelsea. I am confident. But again, there's still that bit in me, especially after what I've seen against Liverpool at home and Man United at home. We play anything like that and we're out. We play anything like that and we're not, you know? If Mikel ends up in punditry, you'll have to turn off the subtitles when he's on commentary. Oh no, it's bad enough having to watch. Do you know what I mean? I can't even watch Carragher. He winds me up, Carragher. He really does. All the Arsenal fans are excited every time they see Nkape play. Yeah, listen, he's all right. He's all right. He's a glorified Kolasinac for me. Sorry, I don't see a technically gifted, skillful defender. I don't see like a Saliba or anyone like that in him. Watching the Sporting week in, week out has made me look forward to Gorkrez, but it's been a mess. It has so far. It has so far, Lux. It has so far. I'm hoping he'll come good. But running out of time. It's running out of time now. Running out of time. We ain't got the patience. We haven't got the patience anymore. But as I said, the facts that we're still discussing, our starting 11 and who should play here and what should play there and who this and that and that and the other. For me, you should know if they're all top players, it picks itself. The team should pick itself, and you should feel confident whoever plays. Because at the moment, we don't want Odegaard playing. Then there's people that don't want Eze playing. Then there's people that don't want Gorkarez playing. There's people that don't want Jesus playing. Havertz, they don't want playing. They don't want Madueke playing. Some people do, some people don't. I mean, it's just madness. You didn't have that problem, did you, when the Invincibles? When you had Henry and Bergkamp, this discussion was, you would never have a discussion starting lineup against Leeds. Wouldn't be a discussion. What do you mean starting lineup against Leeds? Well, Bergkamp, Henry, yeah, Perez, yeah, Lundberg, yeah, Vieira, yeah. It just wouldn't be a discussion. Now, it's crazy. Big up Icy Spicy, man. Don't worry about people like Ross. We get them all the time. Lynch, big up, my friend. Anything but a win Saturday will send a shockwave through the community. Catastrophic. Oh, Lynch. Honestly, brother. Honestly, we drop points Saturday and there's some serious talking to be done. If we drop points Saturday, you've got to start looking at the league table and thinking, here we go again. Here we go again. Simple as that. Here we go again. Simple as that. Big up, Pro. DJB, this fucking manager will win us nothing. Best to get it over with and hopefully sack him in the end of the season. I'm sick of this manager and his management. Pro, look, I'm going to be real with everyone, right? This manager, for me, has had his time at the football club. And I'm hoping he wins the Premiership. And I'm hoping he wins something big. Because if he does get a more extension, so if he's here another year and he doesn't win anything, at least he can go out with his head held high and said, look, I bought him the Premiership. First time in 20 odd years. I've done this, and this. Fine. But if he doesn't win, he should be walking away and going, I've done everything I can. I haven't been able to deliver. I've left the club in a good state. I'm off. You know? But he won't. He won't. He'll stay there and he'll stay and he'll stay and he'll stay. And then it will turn toxic. It will become like the Arsene Wenger era, where fans are fighting on the terraces and arguing in the pubs and punch-ups outside and all of that, fighting amongst ourselves. That's what it will become like. Because trust me, there are fans. What you see online with Arteta's in and all of that, I'm telling you now, when you're in that stadium, there's a lot of fans shouting out, sack this manager, blah, blah. When we got beat by Man United, there was all sorts being shouted across. That's where I was sitting anyway. So it's there. It's there. Trust me. You see fans like Ross has been radicalised by Arteta. It's all he knows, brother. It's all he knows. You know, he woke up from COVID and this is the best he's ever seen. I think that lockdown saved this manager's job as well. I think that had a big part of it. If there'd have been fans in the way we were playing during COVID, if there'd have been fans in the stadium, he wouldn't have lasted. He wouldn't have lasted. Support the team, not the manager. Exactly. That. See, this is where they've lost it, hasn't it? This is where they've lost it. Yeah. This is where they've lost it. They've lost their identity, whereby they're leaning towards the manager more than the football club. They don't know anything about the history. They don't know what it was built on. Yeah. Not a clue. This is the best they've ever seen. A lot of these fans, this is the best they've ever seen. And that's fine. I haven't got a problem with that. Just that everyone's entitled to their own opinion. You know? I find his football boring, Binks. I find it boring. I don't. I've very rarely come out the Emirates full of excitement and buzzing, and yeah, I come out happy if we win, but it's a kind of job done happiness rather than that was brilliant, blew them away. Some of that football we was playing. Did you see that 1-2? When I used to come out the Emirates or when I used to watch Arsenal, I used to go on and on and on and on about some of the football that I'd saw. Oh, did you see the way he flicked it up and went round that player and crossed the ball and blah, blah, this? Oh, did you see that shot and that 1-2 on the edge of the box? Do you remember that? Do you remember that brilliant goal that Jack Wilshere scored? I think it was against Norwich. The 1-2s and the trickery and where he went through and he just slotted it home and yeah, and some of the magic that Ozil was producing and Fabregas and Kleb and Rosicky and all of them men. You'd come home, you'd be talking about it for days. I'll come home now from the Emirates and go, how'd they get on? Yeah, we won. Oh, what was it like? Yeah, it was all right. Got a corner, own goal. Yeah, we won. It was all right. Nothing really to talk about. It doesn't excite me. Yeah, Rodney, listen, I understand it. And if that's what you feel, that's what you feel. I'm just quite not there yet. I'm still thinking we can win something. Yeah. I still think we can win something. In fairness, 22-23, Arteta's football was far better. Yeah, it was. We played some great stuff in 22-23. And this is what's frustrating. It's the same manager. It's the same manager. If he'd have carried on that, I'm telling you now, right? If we would be playing the same football we did in 22-23, right now we'd be 11, 12 points clear of Man City going into the Leeds game. I'm convinced of it. I'm absolutely convinced that if we was playing that football, we'd be 12 points clear. Wouldn't be worrying about Leeds now. Wouldn't be worrying about it. But the reason why he reverted back to being cautious is because he lost the league. He came runners up. He missed out. And instead of being brave and tweaking it and changing it a little bit, being a little bit defensive, but being exciting as well, mixing it up a little bit. He just went completely the other way. And that ruined it for me. Because top managers mix it up. Listen, we're all aboard. People. We're all aboard. This is what it's at. We are all aboard. Let's get the boat up again. Come on. Let's get on the boat. Let's jump on it. Ross, you on it, mate? Come on, Ross. Jump on. Steer that boat, Ross. Get it on. Come on. There's your man now. Come on. There's your captain, Captain Hook. There he is. Let's get on the board. Let's get on the board and let's get across and get us over the line. Come on. Let's jump aboard. Bring on Jose Mourinho. You got to give the man credit, ain't you? Come on. Jose Mourinho. Now, there's a man that's won everything, can he? I wouldn't have him at Arsenal. No, I think, but yeah. Now, there's a man that's won everything. Don't be surprised if we bottle it against Chelsea because they'll be up for it. It'd be massive, that game. Absolutely massive. Let's catch up with the chat. I'm way behind the chat. I think the players don't believe in him anymore. I think they've trusted him before. Do you know what, Binks? If we don't get a result Saturday, if we go four league games and we've only taken 3 points or we lose, there'll be some rumblings. There will be some rumblings. Even Vincenzo, buddy. Yes, okay. Thanks. Had a shit week. Come on, Darren. Cheer yourself up, my friend. Next week will be your week, Darren. Next week will be your week. You'll be buzzing, brother. Seen people say Ethan will come back. I'm not so sure. I don't think he will. I think, as I said, I think he's just going to go. Let's get some of these people. Joseph Con, member for 7 months. Big up, Joseph. Bosh, my friend. Big up to you. And the Prome. Big up the Prome. Fuck the Chels. Big up the Prome all day long. Yeah, fuck the Chelsea. I couldn't stand Chelsea under Abramovich, man. They used to drive me nuts. Frank Lampard and all them. I've really, honestly, they had our number. They were a good side, weren't they, back then? They were a good side. No doubt about it. Didier Drogba was doing all sorts of madness, wasn't he? Do you want to play in the Champions League? I'm telling you now, I'd take the Champions League over the Premiership all day long. Champions League and England to win the World Cup. What a double. That'd be my season complete. I saw enough in the first half. No, Havertz is already an upgrade on Odegaard. Yeah, Terry, listen. I'm not a massive Havertz fan, but if he's going to come back and do the business, I'm all for it. I just think it's sad that we've spent £1 billion and we're having to rely on Havertz to come back to hopefully get us over the line. That's all I'm saying. I'm not disrespecting him as a footballer. I'm not disrespecting him that if he comes back and does the business, I won't be happy. Don't you think it's sad that we've spent all that money and we're reverting back to Havertz and Jesus? I thought the reason why we spent all this money and brought these players into the club was so we didn't have to go back to them sort of players. Chelsea's goals just come out of nowhere. I won't be confident. I know. I wanted a 2-goal buffer. My friend. I really did. Secretly, Keown wants to batter us. Keown's. If you had to predict how our season ends up, what do you think? Oh, good question for me, my friend. Carabao Cup and Prem. If I had to predict and I had to give you 2 cups, because you know me, chat. If you ask me a question, I'll give you an answer. And I don't flip-flop around. I said we'll lose against Leeds 2-1. Right? I hope I'm wrong. I really, really hope I'm wrong. But if I was to predict, I'd say Premier League and Carabao Cup. I did say Champions League earlier in the season. I did say that this team is built for the Champions League, and I think we could win it. And definitely we're in with a chance. I just think that when the going gets tough, if this manager has got to make a choice, I think he'll put all his eggs in the Premiership rather than the Champions League. And we've got players that are struggling with injuries. 100%. Kaida Rat. Keown Shaw's Arteta's. Oh, mate. He drives me nuts. He does. I can't listen to pundits. I can't even watch him. Keown. Can you believe the guy had £1 billion spent on him and won a single try? I know. Harry. They're the facts, aren't they, my friend? They're the facts. They're the facts. I watched the Aston Villa game. Great game of football, attacking football. Good side, Aston Villa. Good manager. Good manager. DJB, we have never beaten an English team in Europe. I know. And that's what worries me. I remember the pain at Chelsea when they knocked us out. Yeah, it was just, oh, man. Worries me. It does worry me. Big up, Dots. How you doing, brother? Hope you're well. Make sure you smash a like. Guys, I hope you're smashing these likes. Everyone should smash a like now. Everyone should smash a like. Leeds 2, Arsenal 2. Yeah, a lot of people are going for 2-2, Joseph. A lot of people are going for 2-2, you know. Some are going 1-0s. Some are going... For me, I don't think 1-0. I don't think it'll be 1-0. Leeds play a little bit... Leeds play open. Very open. 100% DJB like him. Big up Lynch. Always the big up there, Lynch. Could be winning. Let's catch up with a chat. Anyone been able to get his autograph? Laugh out loud. Bet they can't even get near the 2 attack. I'm way behind on the chat, people. I've been chatting away. The day Arteta leaves, Top Gooners will have to take a bereavement leave. I said to Shane, and Shane agrees, I think we'll lose 30% of the fan base. I don't mean support. Now, let me rephrase it. When Arteta goes, we'll lose 30% of the support, but we'll still have 30% of the fan base, if that makes sense. Their art won't be in it as much. No, 30%, probably a bit high. 18-20%. 18-20% will still support Arsenal, but won't have the same passion when he leaves. Yeah. It'll be like, had Arsenal get on today? Oh, I don't know. I never watched it. Won't have the same passion. They've never seen us win a trophy. Arteta is their trophy. If the team doesn't win the league this season, I'm going to need... I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. Honestly, the long-term damage it's going to have on this football club. Can you imagine going into next season if we don't win the Premiership this season? All that money, all that hype, best squad in the world, best squad in Europe, best manager in Europe, best depth, best squad since Highbury days. Gorkarez world-class, Saka's world-class. This one's world-class, Timber's world-class, Zubimendi's world-class, and you don't win the Premiership. Honestly, can you imagine? Can you imagine, people? Hey, DJ in the chat, big up. I hope you're having a great stream. Yeah, it's going well. Do you know what? I didn't think I'd be live this long, but only going to have a little cheeky chat. Hook guard. Oh, man. The captain. The captain. Is it his injury? Has he fallen off since his injury? I saw signs last season and the season before. He's been a one-season wonder, really, hasn't he? 22, 23, that's it. That's it. One-hit wonder, hasn't he? He hasn't produced since. You have to ask yourself why. DJB, this is the third highest paid manager in global football. These top gooners mean to say we can't get someone better than... Exactly. There'll be managers out there. You watch after the World Cup. Watch after the World Cup. There'll be loads of managers. Jurgen Klopp will be wanting to come back into management. He'll want to come back. Ancelotti will be going after the World Cup. Yeah. Watching back your stream before with Kenny just passing by, notice you were still live. No, Nicholas, I did finish the stream. I went and had something to eat. I chilled out for a bit, my friend. Done a bit of work and then came back on. I've not been live all these hours. Trust me. I've not been live for like 5-6 hours. When Odegaard starts Saturday, what's everyone saying? Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Only Jose can win. Like, oh, that was mad. That was, wasn't it? That hosed that yesterday. Good night to Binks. Good night, my friend. Good night. Sleep well. Sleep well, Binks. Big up Kawaja as well. England v Sri Lanka. First IT, 21:30 p.m. kickoff UK time. Yeah, I don't know. I might watch a little bit of that. Swap Arteta from Reno even today. Yeah. I just want this club to act like a big club. Act like a big club. All I want them to do is act like a big club. So if we don't win the league or we don't win the Champions League, they turn around and they go, thank you very much. We're moving on to pastures new. No disrespect. Admired everything you've done. Brilliant. But it's time for a change. Just act like a big club. Anton Stack has more GA than Arsenal. Oh, man. Way behind. One thing is certain, they won't protect the next manager. They won't give him the time. They won't give him the time. Depends what he looks like. If he comes across with charisma and PR and he looks the part, they'll protect him all day long. Imagine 240k a week last season. Exactly. Odegaard stinks. Every player that signs for Arsenal is world class. Do you know what, Terry? They're all world class. They're all Saka's world class. Havertz is world class. World class this. We're moments. We live in the moment. That's what this football club is at the moment. It's moments. Moments. Odegaard will do something and the best pass. Vision. Look at the vision. Yeah. They were all screaming. When we got beat by Man United, everyone was questioning this, questioning that, questioning this, questioning that. We beat Kairat and everything's okay again. It's all perfect again. No, it's not. That was Kairat. Weren't the Premiership. It's Kairat. Midfield been very poor of late. Rice has been okay. Zubimendi and Odegaard poor. I think he would go down as one of the worst captains at this football club, along with Arteta. Calafiori got beaten by a part-time Brazilian cattle farmer. He had to grab his shirt and cost us a penalty. Embarrassing. Yeah, I saw that, man. Ridiculous. Again, I think Calafiori's in and out. I think he's one of them players that's going to be injured. He'll play a few games, be injured. I think it's another Tomiyasu, personally. If you had your pick of a manager to replace Arteta, who would it be? Me, Zidane. Zidane for me all day long. Keep saying it. Man like Zidane, can you imagine? Imagine just his aura. Just imagine him walking into a dressing room. Imagine it. Imagine being in the tunnel and you're the other manager and you got man like Zidane leading your team out. And his knowledge, and he's a winner, isn't he? I'd have Zidane. Luis Enrique. Now, look, I watch PSG play. Defensively, I wouldn't want Arsenal to be like that defensively. I mean, one thing we are pretty tight defensively. PSG, man, honestly, that they look all over the place defensively. So that's something he would have to work on if he come to Arsenal, because Arsenal's always had a solid defence. You go right back through the years. This ain't an Arteta thing. Arsenal's always been built on solid defensive. Back in the days of Frank McClintock, the Pat Rice's, Sammy Nelson's, yeah, even your Big Willie Young's, David O'Leary's, all of them men. We've always had a solid defence, always. So that's something every manager that comes into this football team would have to please the Arsenal fans that we are solid. But attacking wise and midfield wise, Luis Enrique. But there's managers out there, man. There's managers out there. My next manager at Arsenal, I don't want any affiliation to Arsenal. So Cesc Fabregas keeps getting brought up. As much as I'm a massive Cesc Fabregas fan, brilliant player for this football team. Brilliant, brilliant player. I don't really want him as manager yet. Perhaps another 4 years' time, 5 years' time, maybe. I don't want Patrick Vieira. Any affiliation, I don't want. I want someone outsider, completely fresh. Yeah, that would be my choice of manager. Good morning, DJB. Deserby just been sacked last night. I was watching you from Poland. Really? Wow. Big up, Ira. Big up, my friend. Massively. Guys, make sure you smash the like. And if you haven't subbed, why not? Have a sub. Don't cost nothing. You haven't got to tune in all the time. Have a sub. Aha, I thought so, DJ. Your streams with Kenny are great, but then on too early in the morning. Yeah, no problem, my friend. I know there's all different timelines and, Australia, New Zealand, the US. I get that. No problem. But when you can, Nicholas, you always tune in and I do appreciate it. I appreciate every single one of you people. Appreciate every single one of you. Thank you very much indeed for all your comments. You know that. Do you know what? Ross, yeah, might be a bit of a ding load, but at least he popped in at the end of the day. That's what I mean. I haven't got a problem. If someone comes in and don't agree with me, not a problem. I said that before. If you don't agree with the people in my chat, not a problem. The only thing I don't like is abuse and getting personal. There's no need to be personal to people in the chat, and there's no need to be personal to me because I don't know you. It's a football channel at the end of the day. It's all about opinions. It's not about what's right, what's wrong. It's about opinions. That's what we love about football. Everyone's different. I rate a player. Someone else don't rate them. Don't abuse them. Some people like Havertz. Some people don't. Some people like Gorkarez. Some people don't. I said that Dennis Bergkamp is one of the best Arsenal players I've ever seen. Some people say Thierry Henry. Is what it is. Yeah, I say Liam Brady is one of the best central midfield players I've ever seen at Arsenal. Some people don't. Everyone's different. Wouldn't football be boring if we all agreed with one another? Can you imagine it? This is what I mean. These channels that are all rosy and can't say this and you can't say that and you can't criticise this and you can't criticise that. What a boring. I mean, that must be boring. Tuning into that every day must be boring. To have difference of opinion is just what it's all about. Boo him off the pitch that week. Captain deserves it a bit more than a Bowie. Yeah, listen. Again, no matter how bad, I've never abused a player off the pitch. I'm going to be real with you. I've never abused a player. I've never got personal and abused them, swore at them. Yeah, I booed them. I've had the odd boo, but I've never abused. There's a line for me. There's a line for me. At the end of the day, they're a human being. At the end of the day, just doing their job. That's how I look at it. Why would owners give him more money? He spent 110 mil on Eze Medwake. I'm with you on that, Terry. I don't want this manager to have any more money spent. You got the players, coach them. Coach your way out of it. See how good you are. Coach your way out of it, brother. I'm with you. I don't want any more money spent on this football team. Hawkey rubbish captain. He shouldn't. Rice Gabriel captain. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Tony Adams is now looking right all along now, isn't he? All that abuse Adams got for saying that Rice should be captain. Suddenly, he's looking right, and he enjoyed this stream while I've been cooking me dinner, DJB. Bless you, my friend. Hope you're cooking something really nice. Hope you're cooking something really nice. I would love to see Rice, Norgard, and Havertz. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I would not mind seeing that at all. Just going to get a drink, people. One sec. Do you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing Norgard in the 6, you know. I would not mind that at all. Norgard was in the 6. That I wouldn't be against Leeds. I wouldn't mind that. Wouldn't mind it. Owners like Arteta are incompetent. I'm onto the owners. Don't you worry about that. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna pick my moments with the owners. Not mentioning them at the moment. Not mentioning we're in 4 competitions. They've spent £1 billion on the football club. Yeah, I've got my own opinion on the owners. But if this manager is still here next season and we haven't won anything big, then I'm coming for the owners big time. Tierney would have been the perfect captain for Arsenal. Well, that's what it was going to do, wasn't it? That's what we was it. Tierney at the back, Gabby in attack. He knows exactly what we need. That was it, wasn't it? That was it. Signing off. Big up to my friend. Yeah, we're gonna close it soon, people. We're gonna close it soon. Big up to everyone. It is getting late. PSG going forward destroys Arsenal. Yep. The thing is, right, when it comes to the knockout phases, in any competition, these continental teams, they know what it's about, man. They know what it's about. We could face Leverkusen, Dortmund, Olympiacos, and Atalanta. Now, on paper, we should beat them. On paper, we should be beating them teams. But German teams in knockout competition, Leverkusen and Dortmund, men like that, they just know how to go round the block. They just know. That's the worrying sign. That's the worrying. DJB, do we get a trophy for being top of the ECL group? No, we don't. We don't get any trophies for being top of the European Champions League. Don't get no trophies for records, no trophies for being top. Exactly. Good point. Honestly, even as a Rice Havertz against mid-table who's just sit deep would be nice to see. It's not like they can hurt us going forward. We'll see. We'll see. Yes, DJB, facts. Yeah. No, these honestly, knockout stages in Champions League is tricky. Very, very tricky, my friend. DJB, we said this would happen when Odegaard comes back. We did. We said it all along, didn't we? Months ago. Yep. Yep. Pretty much everything we've predicted, myself, Shane, Lee, Northside, Matty, Views, Aaron, Nomsky, you name it, Rashid, everything we've said has pretty come true, isn't it? We said that Odegaard will come back, he'll come straight back in the team. Eze won't get a start. Havertz will be fit. He'll come back. He'll come straight back in the team. He'll drop Gorkarez. Jesus will be back. He'll revert back to what he knows, what he plays, the system he plays. It's all happened. It's all happened. Big up the assemble. Tony Adams, the best captain ever, Prome. Best captain ever. Frank McClintock was a good captain, though. Frank McClintock was a good captain. But Tony Adams, just epitomises what Arsenal stood for me. Yep, De Zerbi looking to be sacked after missing out on the Champions League playoffs. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Big club, see? Big club. This is the levels. This is what we're saying. This is exactly what we are saying. Where do you want to be as a club? Owners now spend so much money. They demand their money's worth. You can't get attached to any manager. You can't. You just want the manager to do well for your football club. Leeds are second for set pieces. Yeah, exactly. No one. Yeah, good point. Paperboy, good point. No one's seen that, have they? They score a lot of set pieces. Question: where would you rank this current squad amongst the Graham and Wenger sides? Bottom. Pure and simple. This side wouldn't have been able to go to Anfield in '89 and win 2-0. No. And some of them Arsene Wenger teams, what he had, 2002 was one of my best teams. Some of the football we played under Arsene Wenger and the players were just off the scale. Other fans from other football teams used to like us under Wenger. Now they hate us. You're a good man, DJB. Loves you. Big up, my friend. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the community, my friend. Welcome. Alan Ball was better Arsenal captain than Ghost Guard. Alan Ball was a brilliant player. Good captain as well. Very underrated. As a player. Yeah, De Zerbi handed in his resignation according to Yahoo. Do you know what? I'll have to catch up on that. That's quite a shocker, really. But again, it's football. That's yeah. I wonder how many of their fans are like crying and, oh, that's negative. Tony Adams will be sitting back laughing. All the top gooners wild. I'll tell you what, Tony Adams won't be a happy man if we don't win the Prem, that's for sure. I'm telling you that now. Big up the Suge. Member for 6 months. Big up DJB. Hit the likes and subscribe. 100%. Suge, hope you're well. Love to the family. Hope everyone's well, my friend. Suge is in the house. Absolute legend. Big up to you, my friend. Big up to you all the time. Big up the Suge. Bottom, yeah, DJB. Yeah, I mean, George Graham. See, what you got to remember, right, with George Graham's teams is they were players he were getting, like Kevin Richardson and all of this, Martin Hayes, and some of the systems he used to play and the way he changed it up and his in-game management, George Graham's in-game management was just incredible. Absolutely incredible. Really was. Yeah, some of it weren't exciting. I'll give you that. Some of it weren't exciting. This team, the way he's managing this team is very, very similar. Very, very similar. The only difference is we had Alan Smith. He was a Golden Boot winner. Smudgy, What a player. Merson, Tony Adams. Come on, we had winners. That's the thing. We had winners in our team. This squad is nowhere near Graham and Wenger's size. Nowhere near. It isn't. It isn't. Some people will say tactically it's similar. It's not. It's not really. Suge hope all is well. Yeah, big up the Suge, man. Big up the Suge. Our pragmatic way of playing actually hurts us more than it helps. We play slower, take longer to score, keeps the opponent in the game, and the longer the game goes, our mentality is tested. Yeah, true. We need to free up, don't we? We do need to play with a bit more freedom. Do you know what? There's one word, right? There's one word. Tempo. That's it. Tempo. Look how many touches David Raya takes when he's got the ball. It's 6 a.m. at the moment. Stooge, big up, my friend. Wow. What's the weather? Because I heard it's like 40 odd degrees, something madness, Stooge. Like absolute crazy temperatures. It's like when David Raya, he winds me up. I think David Raya's a brilliant goalkeeper, right? But he does wind me up. He does wind me up. He gets the ball, he takes the touches, then he rolls his leg on top, then he drags it back. And I'm thinking, get rid of it. Why are you hanging on to the ball? Zubamendi sometimes gets the ball. Pass it. Pass and move. Pass and move. Pass and move. You look at Wenger's teams, especially when we had Adi Bayor and all of them. 2 or 3 passes, that's it. Maximum. Every player would only take 3 touches, Wenger's teams. You watch it. Fabregas, bump, 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 pass. Bump, 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 pass. Bump, 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 pass. Bump, 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 pass, back of the net. We need to take Odegaard out so we can play quicker and score. We do, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I think he's going to play Saturday, to be honest with you. I really do. I think he's going to play. 2002 is the best. Yeah. I'm with you, Vincenzo. Definitely. Yeah, Nicholas, when I'm back in Australia, it'll be more manageable than now. Yeah, big up, my friend. Australia at the moment, Nicholas, is like massively hot in it. When we played defensive underground, we won it all. So it didn't matter, laugh out loud. Imagine Odegaard as captain underground. He wouldn't. See, someone said Odegaard would Wenger get the best out of Odegaard. He wouldn't get into a Wenger team. Gorkarez, would he ball out under Wenger? He wouldn't. He's not technically good enough. To play under Wenger, you had to be technically good on the ball. You had to have a good first touch, and you had to be technically gifted. Gorkarez under Wenger would not. He wouldn't even buy him. He wouldn't buy him. Yeah, 45 in Melbourne. I heard Nick, too hot, man. Too hot. 45 degrees, you know. Wow. That's no. I couldn't. Bruno with Gorkarez would unlock him. Yeah, possibly. Where am I currently in India? It's 35. It's supposed to be winter. Oh, man. Big up, Soj. Ethan Tretton, thanks for reminding us. Agree, Wenger only likes strong players. Yeah, he liked Darren. He liked technically good players. You had to have a good first touch to play under Wenger. Gorkarez technically is just not the player, is he? Let's all be real. Let's be real. He's not the most technically gifted player, is he? Yeah. He needs to start shining for me, Gorkarez. He really does. He really does. If he plays against Leeds, he's got to score. Simple as that. He's got to score. Wenger wouldn't buy Zubamendi. Probably not. No. So I don't think Zubamendi. He can't. He can't. He like players in midfield that created space and awareness around him. And Zubamendi ain't got that. He's good with the ball when he's got space, but his awareness defensively is not that good. Think about Giroud, Gorkarez. Giroud can do what Gorkarez does, but 10 times. Oh, Giroud was a player. I like Giroud. Now, see, a lot of people didn't like Giroud. Santi Cazorla. Come on, now we're talking. But you know you had bad Arteta's football. He's had Gorkarez. See, this is what I'm saying, right? Troy, do you know what, right? It really annoys me, or it has annoyed me when they've gone, this is the best squad we've ever had. Best squad we've ever had. And people are coming in the chat saying Santi Cazorla and men like that. Alexis Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez walks into this team. Santi Cazorla walks into this team. Cesc Fabregas walks into this team. Rosicky walks into this team. Adebayor walks into this team. Giroud probably gets into this team. Do you know what I mean? Sanya walks into this team. Vieira walks into this team. Gilberto walks into this team. This is what I'm saying. If it's the best team ever, none of these players that we've mentioned would get in this team. None of them. None of them. None of them. Prime Alex Song is better than Rice. There's a case for it. I'm going to say Rice is probably better than Song. Right? So I'm going to disagree. But I see where you're coming from. Song was a player. But Rice don't get in over Petit, Vieira. No one gets in over Merson or Rocastle. No Havertz gets in front of Merson or Rocastle. Prime Saka or Prime Lundberg? I'm going with Lundberg. Lundberg was brave. One-on-one with a keeper, going in with a goalkeeper, mate. He was brave as well. And he took up positions. And he complimented Bergkamp so well. He knew exactly what Bergkamp was all about, Lundberg. Giroud would get a boatload of chances. Yeah, Giroud, I was a baller. Always utilised properly. But Gorka is in the wing of Wenger's team. 20 league goals. Yeah. Facts, my friend. Absolute facts. Michael Thomas, box to box. Good player, Mickey Thomas. Underrated. Ray Parlour. Another one. Massively overrated. Massively overrated. Underrated, sorry. Underrated, I meant to say. It's getting late, people. Ray Parlour was a good player. So, you look at, I mean, it's like, look at the players we're naming. And you're telling me that this is the best squad we've ever had. It's crazy. Crazy. Will Todd. That goal at Old Trafford, I'll never forget it. Never forget it, ever. I saw someone say Zubi would be over Patrick Vieira. I know, Suge. I know. It's madness, isn't it? You have to laugh at it. Odegaard instead of, I mean, it's just, I know, Suge, it's batshit, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's crazy. We haven't seen Saka's prime. Will we ever see it? I think Saka's plateaued at this football club. I think he's just levelled out. Saka's levelled out is still better than a lot of players in the Premiership. I'll give him that. He still stands out better than a lot of players in the Premiership. And I'm glad he plays for Arsenal and not against us. But I wanted more from Saka. I was looking at a prime Saka from 2-3 years ago. We'd be winning the league now by a mile. What about Odegaard and Perez? You can't even put them in the same sentence, Joseph. Come on, man. Saka, Perez is one of the best players I've ever seen at Arsenal. My top 5 players at Arsenal Football Club ever has got to be, in no particular order, right? Bergkamp, Henry, Liam Brady, Alexis Sanchez, Tony Adams. And that's difficult. That's really difficult. Perez is next. 5.5. Him and Alexis, I'm like that. But Alexis, every time he played, he was just unplayable. Unplayable. Anelka was elite. Anelka would have been in my top 5 if he'd have carried on. Anelka was something else. Anelka would have been better than Henry. 100%. Also, Ian Wright as well. Ian Wright. Not hate him. It's the wrong word. Don't like him as a pundit. Don't like him as a pundit too much. Respect him 100%. Brilliant player for Arsenal. Absolutely brilliant. He's up there as well. He's in my top 10. He's in my top 10 along with Perez. Yeah. Really difficult because we've had some real top players at this football club. You know, Radford, Georgie Armstrong. I'm going back in the 70s. They were all good players. Frank McClintock, fantastic defender. You know, I liked Viv Anderson at right back. Kenny Sansom, what a player he was. Unbelievable. How can a team we don't even have the best 11 in the league have the best squad? I ain't got a clue. Clock end, I haven't got a clue. Not a clue. Best game I saw, Parlour okay, was away at Liverpool. 0-2 season. He covered every blade of grass. He had a brilliant season that season, Parlour. I think it was that season he was like unplayable. Really good. Saka is workmanlike, nothing special anymore. Shame, innit? Absolutely shame. Gilberto was calm. Gilberto was another underrated footballer at this football club. Gilberto was a really intelligent player. You can't, when you look at Gilberto and look at Zubamendi, Gilberto is levels. Kanu walks into most. Yeah, Kanu, what a player. Henry. Lynch, yeah. Henry was special, wasn't he? Henry was special. But Lynch, Bergkamp was better. His all-round game. Henry wouldn't have been the player he was without Bergkamp. But Bergkamp was still the player he was without Henry. I hope that makes sense. Henry was Henry because of Bergkamp. Bergkamp was Bergkamp because of Bergkamp. Yeah. Henri was special, but Bergkamp was just intelligent. Pictures, saw the moment. I mean, some of his passing and his little flick throughs and his vision and the way he just held onto the ball. I mean, Henri was all power and skill. I mean, I've never ever seen a player like Henri run so. That's look at Henri compared to Madueke, right? You look at Madueke trying to run with pace with a ball. Forget it. Henri could run like a racehorse and not have his head up, and that ball would still be stuck to his foot. Incredible. But Bergkamp was just Bergkamp, Henri, Adams, Vieira, Rocastle. Great choice, my friend. All of them are great choices. We could all pick 5 players, couldn't we? And none of them would be wrong, would it? None of them would be wrong, would they? One player that you put in your top 5, though, every single. I bet you if Arsenal done a top 5 players, I'd say 98, 99% of them would all have Tony Adams in their top 5. Not for his skill, but just for his defensive play, what he stood for, everything. There's not many people that wouldn't have Tony Adams in their top 5. I was gutted when Bergkamp retired. So was I, man, because I thought he had another left in him. I cried when Robert Pires left. Yeah, I thought Bergkamp had another season in him, you know. Kolo Touré was very good. Oh, he was a baller, man. Sol Campbell. Yeah. I like Sol Campbell, but this is going to be controversial, chat. Well, it might not be controversial. I didn't see in Sol Campbell what a lot of Arsenal fans saw in Sol Campbell. I was a big David O'Leary fan. David O'Leary was a better defender than Sol Campbell. He would get in ahead of Sol Campbell for me. David O'Leary was just incredible. Coolness, position, tackling, head the ball, pass the ball, bring the ball out of defence, everything. Probably the most technical defenders that I have seen in years gone by is Alan Hansen of Liverpool and David O'Leary. Alan Hansen was just incredible. We have the most sub-caps in English history, DJB. How do you feel about that? Sick, Pro. Absolutely sick. I want our captain to be a baller. I want all our Arsenal players to be like Alexis Sanchez and Henri's and Bergkamp's and Perez's and Lundberg's. I want them all to be like that, but they're not. They're not. And what annoys me is that the disrespect fans show to great players in the past by saying that these defenders are better than them. These players are better than them. You know? You cannot tell me. You just can't. You just can't. No way Bergkamp was better. Lynch, I'm telling you, boy. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Go ask Henri. I'll tell you what, right? I think there's an interview. I think it's on YouTube. And I think it's all about Dennis Bergkamp. Can't remember if it's an Arsenal one. I don't know. But all the top players talk about Dennis Bergkamp. All of them. All the players from the other, all the players from not just Arsenal players, just players, random players talk about Dennis Bergkamp. Have a listen to what Henri says. He was incredible. What Bergkamp done for Holland, I mean, that goal against Argentina where he plucked it out of the air. What about the goals he got against Leicester and Newcastle? And oh man, he was something else. Now he got you off your seat every single time he touched the ball. So did Henry, to be fair. It's a debate, isn't it? It's like Messi and Ronaldo, isn't it? Who's better, Messi and Ronaldo? Now some say Messi, but I say Ronaldo because Ronaldo's done it. Messi's mainly done it for Barcelona, hasn't he? Whereas Ronaldo's done it he's been in every single league and pulled up trees. Came to the Premiership, destroyed it. Serie A destroyed it. La Liga destroyed every league he's been in. He's destroyed. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's one of them. Ronaldinho, though. Oh man, what a player, Ronaldinho, man! I could watch him all the time. Ronaldinho, the most skillfulest player I've ever seen. Zidane, man. Pirlo. Yeah. Oh, God. We've had some brilliant players over the years, haven't we? In the 80s, 90s. What some players we've had. Incredible. Greyhound, what? Henry. I'll never forget it. I was right down at the front when the very first time I saw Henry play. Honestly, make the hair stand at the back of my neck. He ran past me and it was like a racehorse going past you. Oh, some of these assists. Some of Bergkamp's assists were just majestic, weren't they? Absolutely majestic. Colo Torre is currently the Man City assistant manager. Will Arsenal go and take? Yeah, probably. Probably. Bav the Ripper, love Aaron Ramsey. Ramsey was underrated. I'll give you that. Ramsey was underrated. Jack Wilshere would have been an exceptional player if he hadn't been injured so many times. He would have been an exceptional player. Abu Diaby would have been a good player as well. I'll tell you who was an underrated midfield player. Paul Davis. Paul Davis was a great player for Arsenal. Oh, Leicester. Oh, man. Some of these goals. See what I mean? We're reminiscing, people. We're reminiscing. How can we be reminiscing when we've got the best team in the world right now? Why are we going back over old players when we've got all these brilliant players? Why? Because they were proper ballers. They were proper players, people. Proper. Bergkamp, best Arsenal signing ever. I agree. Charlie Nicholas, he done all right, man. He was all right, Charlie. He was all right. Brian Marwood on the wing. Brian Marwood. Some player. Thierry Henry hat-trick versus Inter. San Siro, that's the game. Ah, brilliant, wasn't it? Yeah, he was something else, Henry. I've got to admit. He it's a difficult one to split Henry and Bergkamp, isn't it? But if I was sat down and someone said to me, you can only pick one before you leave this room, I'd have to go Bergkamp. But I get the Henry. I get it. Bav the Ripper, Aaron Ramsey, 2014 winner against Hull, 17 winner against Chelsea. Enjoyed. Yeah. Unbelievable. Great memories, brilliant moments. Bergkamp was Ice Veins too cool. Yeah, he was brilliant. Messi, no debate. Yeah, Prime, I get it. Prime, I'm not. Listen. See, the thing is, it's personal taste, isn't it? I don't get in any arguments if someone picks Henry over Bergkamp because it's one of them. Messi and Ronaldo, I get it, Prime. I just think Ronaldo, because he's done it for lots of other clubs in lots of other leagues. And he's done it for Portugal as well. Numerous of times. Like literally dragged them by himself. You know? Early days in the Premiership, when he first joined the Premiership for that Man United team, he was unplayable. Yeah. What about Zlatan? Latan people, eh? Come on. Reminder, they called Bergkamp a flop until he scored that banger against Southampton. They called Henry a flop and all. There was debates on about Henry as well. Again, comes down to the manager. Look what the manager turned them into. This is my point. This is my point. Henry weren't a bowler when he turned up at Arsenal. He was struggling. Wenger turned him into that. Yeah, he had the natural ability, but Wenger made him a better player. Wenger made Bergkamp a better player. Look what he done to Lundberg. Pires, all of them men. How many players can you honestly turn around and go, Arteta's turned them into an absolute world beater? There isn't any. There isn't any. I'm talking world beaters. I'm talking £150 million if they went up for sale now. Arteta hasn't. No, I love Bergkamp. I absolutely adored Bergkamp. I thought he was magnificent. Ian Wright was a great goal scorer as well. Let's not forget Ian Wright. Ian Wright bagged a lot of goals for Arsenal and scored some good goals as well. But then you look at the other teams. As I said, Alan Smith. I loved Alan Smith. I thought Smudger was a brilliant player. Rocastle, brilliant. Merson, on his day, Merson was unplayable. Brilliant player. Yeah. All good players. Nigel, the Winterburn. Nigel Winterburn. What a left back he was. You know what I mean? Van Basten, what a player. What a player. My dad loved Rocastle, Thomas and Paul Davis. Ballers, man. Paul Davis was a brilliant player. Very, very intelligent player. Very intelligent. Good with the ball. Pass. Good dribbler of the ball. Really good player. Vicious and all. He could have it as well. Got in a tackle as well, old Paul Davis. Loved the tackle. You had to back then. You had to tackle. It's proper football. Wenger's Leslie gets tarnished while Arteta is here. Why? Because he lowered the standards and yeah. Big up, my friend. Don't get it. Don't get it. Pick one player from our past to swap with the current 11 to make us title winners. Stooge, what a brilliant question. Oh, God. Do you know what, right? I am going to go, and this might surprise you. I'm going to go with Tony Adams. And the reason for it is because he's a leader and he's a winner. And that's what this team needs. You need someone to stick two fingers up at the manager, grab these players by the throat and say, come on, this is what we're going to do. Henry wouldn't give you that. Bergkamp wouldn't give you that. Tony Adams would. So I'd say Tony Adams, Suge. Darren Sullivan, the 3 degrees. Peter Ferguson, hubba, hubba, hubba. Smudge was red hot. Saw him get that hat-trick away at Wimbledon. Good player, Smudger. Good player. Bergkamp, yeah. I heard Bergkamp said to Wright, you run and I will find you. All the time. All the time. See, Lynch, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Bergkamp made players around him better. No one could make Bergkamp what he was. Bergkamp was how he was. Bergkamp made other players better. Adams or Vieira. Tough one, but Adams for me, my friend. Adams for me. Serge Arteta would ruin them. 100%. Can you imagine these ballers playing for Arteta? Nah. 100% not. Well, you heard Vieira's comments after the Man United game. Tells you all you'd need to know. Could he play under Arteta? Not a chance. Davis would chin you also first player to get a trial by the videotape. I remember that. I do remember that. Broke his jaw, didn't he? Yeah. Limpar's lob from the halfway line. Oh, man. He was a player, old Limpar, wasn't he? He was a player. I like Limpar. I did like Limpar. Yeah, we've had some great players. Then the young guns won it, the Fabregas era. That era. What players? Chleb. Alexander Chleb, good player. The original, yeah, Batson, Regis, Cunningham, West Brom. Unplayable. Unplayable. Glenn Cockrell, that was it. Broke his jaw, yeah. Remember it well. Yeah. He was banging trouble, wasn't he? Banging trouble. Chat, it's been an absolute pleasure. It is 1:20 in the morning. I didn't envisage staying this long on the stream. I've got to be honest. I've done an hour and 20 minutes earlier with Kenny. I've done 2 hours and 16 with you guys tonight, but it's been an absolute privilege as always. Loved every minute of it. Thank you for all your comments. I'm not sure if there's a Sunday sit back. I've got things to do. If there's no sit back Sunday, I will try and get a stream in on Monday night if I can. So the Sunday sit back might be a Monday night stroke sit back session. The Mingle is back next week with Normski on the Wednesday. I'll be at the Arsenal Chelsea game. If you've got an Arsenal Chelsea ticket, come round and see me. 114. Hopefully I'll meet up with Aaron. Binks is coming round. Shake me hand, give me a hug. Bless every single one of you. Darren, have a great week, my friend. Don't let the bastards grind you down. You hang on in there, brother. Thanks all for joining me. Lynch, always a pleasure. Jamboy earlier. Everyone that's been in. Icy Spicy, the Prome, Binks, obviously. Clockend's been in. Idamin's been in. Bav the Ripper. Guys, honestly, Troy's been in. Joseph, as always. Joseph Connor Golden, the one and only Suge. Vincenzo Patrone's been in. Nicholas joined us as well, all the way from Australia as well. Absolutely amazing. If I haven't called your name out, you know you are. You're just as important. Bless you all, people. Bless you all. Always appreciate it. And even those that come in, didn't agree with us, is what it is. As I said, you don't have to. At the end of the day, I will leave you with this. We are all Arsenal fans. We want Arsenal to win. Come on, you Gunners. I don't care what manager's in charge. I just need silverware. If you can't deliver, give me someone that can. It's as simple as that. Nothing personal. It's football. It's a business. It's an industry. And we want the bragging rights. We want our club to be back where it belongs. If you can deliver that, we'll give you another chance. If you can't, then leave the club. That's it. That's it. That is it. My lineup for the weekend. I'll quickly give you my lineup for the weekend. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel. I play Skelly because I don't think Calafiori's fit enough for 90 minutes. I'd play Skelly. I think he deserves that after the game he had the other night. Midfield, Zubimendi, Rice. I'd go Saka. I'd go Trossard. I'd go Gorkarez. Do I go Odegaard or do I go Havertz? This is the question. Oh, dear. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't go either of them. I don't think Havertz is fit enough to play 90 minutes, and I don't think Odegaard has been having a good enough game. So I'd put Marino in the 10. I'd go Marino, Rice, and Zubamendi because I think we're going to need that protection. I think we're going to need someone to retain the ball as well, because Leeds are physical and they're buoyant and they're speedy. They play with a high tempo. Or Norgard, yeah, Norgard. But no, Havertz not for me. Odegaard not for me. Norgard or Marino, yeah, that'd be it. But anyway, people, it's going to be a tough game at Elland Road. It's going to be a tough place to go for the fans and a tough place to go for the players. Just get the job done. Just get the job done. Get the job done. Eze, for me, is due a performance. Lynch, I would go with Eze. But it leads away. I don't think it's going to suit Eze. Not the way Arteta sets up. I don't think it will suit. I don't think it'll suit him. But see where you're coming from, brother. One thing's for sure, we don't want Odegaard or Havertz, do we? So there you go. That's all we know. But big up everyone. Bless you all. Make sure you smash a like if you haven't done. Put a like on the channel. Make sure you sub, share, comment. You know what it's all about. Check you all later. Love, bless. Most importantly, stay safe. Take care.